welcome back to the channel. Massimo here, and my goal is to help entrepreneurs like you build a successful publishing business on Amazon KDP. Before we jump in, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss out a video. In today's case study, I'll be analyzing what I consider to be a profitable keyword and looking at some books that have successfully leveraged off that keyword itself. They could be from self-publisher like me and you, or some well-known author. Also, we'll have a look at some of the book there. They might not perform as well. Quick reminder, please. I've been sharing a ton of valuable keywords in a recent videos. So if you are finding them helpful and you're here, please do me a favor. Drop a like and leave a comment in the comment section below. All right then, let's get into it. Ready for the drum roll? Drum roll. Ta-da! PMP exam prep. This is a keyword. This is the keyword I'm talking about. Now, let's have a look. Right, so first of all, if you want to skip this passage, this is for the lowest common denominator, guys. I want to show you what I'm using to get into my keyword research. So if you want to skip this bit, just move forward a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes. First of all, I'm using this Amazon KDP book sales calculator from shinywords.com. I got no affiliation with them, so I'm just using them because they're the most accurate that I could find. I'm using this in conjunction with KDP royalty calculator from Amazon. Yeah, these two, they allow me to see how much a book is selling and how much is making. Now, trademark search on the US market, because obviously sometimes you might have some books that have been trademarked, and I want to make sure I'm not spending time and effort into keywords that for some reason they got a trademark, and I don't really want to get into that too much. Now, when I'm on my Amazon page here, I click on paperback here on the left. You can see the format, because I don't want to have the BSR mixed up with all the other hardcover, Kindle edition, large print, and all that stuff. Okay. Now, another thing that helps me saving time is this DS Amazon Quick View. You can see right top right here. Keep Scout as well, and Helium 10. These are extensions that are free extension on Brave or Chrome, or depends on the browser, maybe Firefox as well. So I suggest you to download them, because they'll allow you to see the BSR straight away. You can see these numbers here. This is the BSR. This is what we look to identify if a keyword is profitable, if there is a market for us to publish on that. I know these keywords, I mean, generally speaking, all the exam preparation are always pretty good to be published on and to make some money. But just want to take this, copy it, and put it into the trademark search, just in case. I don't want to have any nice surprise. So if I go here, I'll take this out, and I'm just looking at the lives. Okay, there's nothing there as a trademark in this keyword. This is great. Fantastic. So let's move on. Now, I was gonna say, this is my main competitor here, is 1999 in books, is selling at $59. Imagine this guy how much money he's making. Now, this is a self-publisher. If you, I just want to show you this in a minute, but it wouldn't be fair for me to show you this and to tell you, oh yeah, to use this as an example. This guy is really making huge money. This guy is probably making $50,000 a month with this book. I'm going to show you in a minute, but we don't use that as a method of compare, because it's not fair. So we want to have a look some proper self-publisher like me and you, that or even if you're a beginner, you could get into this and be able to, like this guy could be a beginner who's just coming in. I know it's 2 millions in books, but he probably published yesterday and is sponsoring because he wants to push into the category. This is what you want to try to do anyway. This guy, 16,000. Again, this is probably not your actual self-publisher. The one I'm looking at is this one. This is a self-publisher like me and you. And this is enough to tell me that if this guy is 16,000 in books at this price, then there is room for me as well. There is other people here that is selling, and some of them are self-publisher like me and you, and some of them are publishing house. But all I need is to see this guy that is selling, and that has made my day. I know that this guy is selling, this guy is making money, so that's good. Let's have a look at quickly at this other book that I was saying to you. Now, it says first edition. So this guy's been selling this book from 2021, I believe. I remember checking this before. And look at KipScat, how much is giving me the estimate revenue. Now, this is not the most accurate, really, but I mean, you can tell that 2,000 in books with this price of $60. That's why these books are so good. As I said, we're not going to take this as an example, but the good thing about this niche, this category, this keyword is the fact that people are willing to spend good amount of money to buy these books. You don't see a $5.99, $6.99 for a book here. They're all big books and they sell in big money. $27.50, $26.99, $23. I mean, that guy has got $59 price strike. Look at this, $23, $27, $75 price strike at 99. I mean, imagine how much this guy is making. At 92, look at this. This is 92,000 in books, but he's probably making so much money. Let's have a quick look, actually. Out of curiosity, just out of curiosity, how much is making? And according to KipScout, I'm not gonna do the proper calculation, but just quickly, let's have a look what this guy is making according to KipScout. And here, oh, this item cannot be shipped. Oh, what's happening? Anyway, $3,900 according to KipScout, which is not really accurate. But even if it say $3,000, it's got 92,000 in books. Normally, a normal book, let's say normal, I'm talking about something that sell it at $20, with 92,000, in books, it will probably make, I don't know, maybe $700 or something. But because the price track is $99, it's making so much money. So now, let's go and have a look. As I said, I'm not taking this in consideration. This is what I'm looking for. This is my main guy that I want to strive and do like this guy. And this guy is doing pretty well. Now, the cover is nothing to write home about because it's a little bit on a confusing side from my perspective here. Can you see this? I'm not a big fan of this cover, to be fair. But for two reasons. One, is too much stuff in here. It's too much stuff, man. What's happening? You don't need to put all this stuff there. It's too much stuff. The cover needs to be simple, nice, and straight to the point. Now, also this PMP exam prep. Can you see this? It's not in line. It's not straight. Why is it not straight? Why is it not in the middle? This one should be in the middle, my friend. You said made it simple, but it doesn't really doesn't look simple. Anyway, 2025 edition is very good. I like it. Master School Publications, yeah? It looks like a big publishing house. Well, you go and Google it. I'm not even bothered to do that. You go and Google it and tell me if you find any information about that. It doesn't exist. It's just a pen name, like anything else. Now, let's have a look. PMP exam prep made it simple. That's the keyword is right there. That's nice. Your comprehensive guide to PMP success with PMP basically is a project management professionals. People who wants to become project manager, they have to get through some exam. And this guy, what he did, you will see it in a minute. He did a very nice buyer persona. Couple of things here this guy did very, very, very well. Once, he only been publishing for a few months. Let's have a look. Yes, December 2024. We are at the beginning of 2025 now. So this only been published for a few months. And guess what? It's got more than 100 reviews. It's got 118 reviews. This is what you should try to do. This is a big selling point. And you can tell by this guy. Look how much he's making. 16,000 in books is huge. It's huge. Believe me. So, and the reason being, the main reason being, he's got 4.9 reviews and he's got 120 reviews. 4.9 rating on 120 reviews. This is what you're trying to do. When you see people that have got 40 reviews and they've been published for a year, that's not good. Also, look at this description, guys. Look at this. Are you overwhelmed by complexity of project management methodologies? Beautiful. Anxious about passing the exam? Pass on your first attempt. I would have put this in a cover, actually. Or not in a cover, but yeah, maybe even in a cover. Definitely in the title. Pass on your first attempt. It shouldn't be on the description only. It should be all the way up there. But also, read this one. Did you know that in the PMP exam, you have just 76 seconds per question? Most candidates fail because they're running out of time to get stuck in tricky scenarios and feel overwhelmed by complex methodologies. I mean, this is beautiful. This guy did his homework big time. I love it. This is what you should do. You should do. Yeah, I'm not talking about the cover. The cover could be improved, but the description like this, he did his market research so well. So well. And he's got 120 reviews in the first couple of months. Beautiful. This is what you're trying to do. Let's have a quick look also on his A+ content. He hasn't got any A+ content, really? No way. He hasn't even got A+ content. I mean, this book is doing very, very well, and it could be doing way, way better just by adding some stuff. Look, 215 pages. It's got video review, which is great. Video reviews are converting very, very well, and you can also use them as ads. I said that many, many times. So let's have a quick look how much is making, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I don't want to bore you too much with this. So let's have a look. 16,000 in book, 66,146. 16146 tells me 17 copies a day. 17 copies a day is on this big money here. Oh no, sorry, it's not this one. Boop, move on to this. Yep. So $28.95, $28.95 for a copy, and is how many pages? 215. 215 pages at $28.95. So here, I'm just gonna put 28.95, and here I'm gonna put 215 pages, black and white. Ready? Drum roll. Submit. Fantastic. A whopping. Oh no, sorry. You know what? I forgot to put is 8 by 5 by 11. My mistake. Apologize. All right. Still $12.72. $12.72. So let's do some math. $12.72. 1, 2, 72 times 17 copies, we said. 17 copies times 30 is bringing home $6,500 a month with this book. One book, $6,500 a month. I know the BSR keeps changing and keeps updating. It could be more, it could be less. And I don't know, we don't know how much he's spending in ads. We can speculate. It could be 20, 30, 40%, 50%, even if it is 50%. $6,000 and how much? 6,487. Even if it's half of it in ads campaign, you're still gonna make a lot of money out of one book. And I'm sure you could do this too, and you could do it even better. And he hasn't been publishing for a long time, so it's only been few weeks or maybe a month or 2 months or something. You know what I mean? So this can be improved, and it can go even lower. This is definitely a profitable niche, and this is a sign that tells me that a self-publisher like me and you comes in within 2 months and is already able to achieve that level of greatness. Great. You can do that too. You have to follow a number of things when you publish your book. In order, you have to do your market research, you have to do your buyer persona very, very well. From these two, you extract your book. You start with a title and a subtitle, and then you get all your briefing for your book. You can delegate, you can pay somebody to do your book, or you can do it yourself with help of AI intelligence. It doesn't really matter. You can do a very good product. What you want to delegate definitely is probably the cover and the A+ content. Maybe the A+ content you can do it yourself with Canva. Canva is a good tool that you can use, but the cover is very, very important. You want to make sure people buy by looking at your cover. These two covers, both of them, they're two different self-publisher. You can tell this guy is selling very well. It's 16,000 is the one that we analyze, and this one is not doing so well. He's not doing so well. So check and see. Take the one that sells the most and use it as a base for your cover. Take the title as well and do the same. So yes, I think this is a very nice book, and you should use it as an example. Nonetheless, if not, at least look at the ratings. Look at his ratings is with only a few weeks that he's been publishing, and look at his description. So great, and he hasn't even got A+ content. So yeah, winning. I like it. So PMP exam prep, very nice. Time to wrap it up. Alright guys, if you found this video helpful, you know the drill. Please like, subscribe, and drop a comment in the section below. Most importantly, take what you learn and put it into action. Action, number one priority. Let me know in the comments which topic do you want me to explore next. If it's something like we talk about title, subtitle, cover design, delegating somebody on Fiverr to do your book, whatever you're curious about, just let me know, okay? Big thanks to everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next breakdown. And please remember, KDP, self-publishing in 2025. Either you do it correctly, you do it as better as you can, or otherwise don't even be bothered. All right? See you. Bye.